I'm gonna turn off the fan. My shoes are still wet from that rainstorm 2 days ago, so I've got them by the fan drying off. I'm gonna tell a story real quick. It's kind of funny. I just thought about it. Again, I was trying to think what stories to tell of a cop who told me he loved me, and I rode in his car. Not his police car, but his personal car. It was really weird. And I just kind of forgot about this for a long time. I met him when I went to one of those mobile blood banks. They had the van going around where you could go inside, donate blood, and then you got a free appetizer or something at the bar inside at the shopping center where it was. At the time I was pretty depressed. When wasn't I? This was 10 years ago, so this was 2009, so 9 years ago. But I was 23 at the time. I was just feeling down, you know, lost, not doing much, working my day job at a bank, donated blood. It was my first time donating blood. I went inside the bar to get my free appetizer or whatever it was connected to the blood donation, and I sat down with the other people who donated blood. I think it was all guys who sat there. We talked a little bit. I looked around and I said, "Are you guys cops?" And one of them said, "Let's not talk about us, let's talk about you. What do you do?" I said, "I knew it, you guys are cops." I could just tell, you can tell the movement, the way people move. There's just a sense of purpose to how they move that you could tell they were cops, but they didn't want to say anything, fine. It turned out, you know what, I don't want to go into too much detail. I don't know, even though this guy was a weirdo on me, I don't really want to get into it, but they all played in this sports league around here, I'll just say that. And they invited me out to one of their practices, which I wasn't much of an athlete then, I'm still not. I went, and it was so dumb. I dressed in this red jumpsuit and wore a fake mustache. This sounds so stupid, I glued it on. I just thought it would be funny, like to come like prank them almost. I came, played with them, and by the end of it, I was so fucking beat up. Like, I was like seeing stars at the end of it. I didn't even get hit hard or anything, I don't think, but I was so beat up. Yeah, I was basically seeing stars at the end of the night. I was dizzy. They wanted to play a pickup game after practice was over. I said, "No thanks, I'm good." My fake mustache came off. Oh God, this was so stupid. I walked away and I couldn't find where the gate was to leave this field at night that we were on. It was like a football field. I tried climbing up over the fence, immediately started getting cramps in my legs. I tried stepping up on this bench to then get from the bench to the fence and maybe just jump over the fence back onto the street. Got cramps in my legs as soon as I stepped on the bench. I didn't even want to go back and ask anybody where to exit the field. Finally, I just found an open gate and I walked out of it, went home. Very shortly afterwards, a few days later, I got a phone call at my job. One of the cops there had called me at my job. I gave him my card. It was so dumb to have cards at a bank as a bank teller, because it's not like I did any personal business with anybody or had any personal clients, but I just gave him my card. He called me at my job, asked if we could hang out. I said, sure, okay. Went to his place, and you know, there is something I view as like kind of special about this time in my life when you're just 23, just lost, just trying to figure out what to do. And I enjoyed going out to this area where he lived. Went to his place. He had a nice place. Anyways, we went out to a restaurant, but basically, or to a bar, he kept like mind fucking me. It was really annoying. He kept trying to sort of get inside my head of what I do and who I am. It just felt so weird. He told me some weird stories about jobs he's had before. Something about his acting out, it just felt weird. To this day, I'm not really sure what it meant or what the guy's deal was. And for some reason, like an image of him just kind of flashed by me the other day. I don't know why I was thinking about this. He was getting a little annoying. He was offering to pay for like my meals. After the meal, we would go to like 7-Eleven. He would offer to buy me stuff. I guess I let him pay for it. I don't remember. I was getting pretty tired on the drive back to his place. And I mean, I was lost. This guy felt lost. He was driving me back to his place so I could get my car and go back home. And this is back when I drove a crappy, what was it? A 1995 Mitsubishi Galant. That was such a fun car to drive. Oh, I missed that car, but it was beat to hell. It needed thousands in repairs. He was driving me back to his place, and I was just tired. That's it. I was like kind of sleepy. He was getting weird with me. He's like, "What's wrong, man?" I said, "Nothing. What? I'm tired. Have you ever been tired? That's what I'm going through right now." And he's like, "Okay, man, okay." And he put his hand on my leg. I was like, "What the fuck?" I wasn't even that threatened. I was just like, "Why are you don't..." My attitude was, you don't need to reassure me. I wasn't even really bothered by the leg touch because it didn't feel like sexual or anything. It just felt like a pat on the back in a way, but I don't know if this is me being naive or what, but he did. I said, "What? Come on, like, stop it. Stop trying to reassure me." That's what got me. His insecurity. It was driving me fucking nuts. He was so insecure. He kept trying to ingratiate himself to me. And the touching of my leg, it was like, why are you trying to make me feel so good? Like, I'm fine. I'm just tired. I think we hung out like twice, but I think that was the last time we hung out. Yeah. And after that, I just kind of got tired of him, wasn't interested, and I didn't get back to him. Years later, after so many other things happened, after I was disabled for 9 months, I got a job at a bar as a bouncer, and this place was, I mean, the place was good looking. It was such a pain to work there. We had like a bunch of 22-year-olds who would come in. You picture these troubled teenagers basically in films, or in these cases early 20s, but they were coming in with whatever problems they had outside, they would bring them inside. A lot of them, you know, having problems with the law, just over stupid stuff. Like, I didn't even think they should be in jail for it. Problems with girlfriends, boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends. They wanted me to, you know, keep them separated if they had any problems in there. One guy was like, "Yo, man, my ex-girlfriend, she's in here just to make me upset. Can you tell her she can't be in here?" Something, I'm like, I can't do that. No. The place, it was just kind of a lonely mess of a place to work in. But anyways, point of this part of the story is, when I was working at this bar, I saw this cop come back there. First I didn't quite recognize, but I mean, I spotted him, recognized him. I don't think I said anything to him necessarily. He might have come back another time after that. And then I saw him, he's like, "Hey man, I saw you before, you didn't recognize me?" He was like, having a little pity party for himself. I forget what I said, whatever, but we got to talking. He still wanted to hang out with me. I forget what he was saying, but again, it was annoying the shit out of me. And this is the same pattern we got in before. He kept saying like, "What's wrong? What's wrong, Angelo? Come on, man. I thought we were friends," or whatever. This weird, like, puppy reaction of like, "Oh, please, you know, please, I want you to like me." And of course, here's the irony. For anybody who says, "Please, please, I want you to like me," if you're that worried and up someone's ass about them liking you, they're not gonna like you. To get someone to like you, you have to just be cool. You have to just detach and not worry about it. He didn't seem like a bad person. He's just a huge pain in the ass. I forget what we said again. Now this is like 5 years ago now, or 4.5 years ago, that I was talking to him at this bar I was working at. He was driving me nuts, giving me attention. He said, "You're awesome, Angelo, man. I love you." I was like, "Would you please just shut the fuck up?" I literally said that, and I would never talk to a cop like that if I could help it. But this guy kept coming on to me, or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. It didn't really feel like he was hitting on me. It just felt like a weirdly needy, possessive friend who like wanted to live in my identity or something. And that's it. He left that night. I didn't see him again. So that's it. I don't know how people don't, I think probably, I guess this happens to a lot more people than ever say, because I was thinking about this, I'm like, how do people not get involved in situations like this or characters like this? How do you not, you know, end up around screwed up people like this? I don't know what his deal was. I don't really have anything against him. Well, I do. I don't personally begrudge him anything. It just, he was a horrible pain in the ass to talk to constantly seek my approval and over nothing. Like if I wasn't lavishing attention on him, it's like he was worried he didn't have my approval. Yeah, okay. Oh, also, update, announcement. My mom and I, Angelo's mom, will be going to On Cinema Live September 25th at the Fillmore in Silver Spring, Maryland. I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see it. It's been years since I've seen Greg Turkington live. I saw him at Johnny Brenda's in Philadelphia with my mom, and he was performing as Neil Hamburger then. But we got to meet him after the show, and Tim. We saw him. He was really cool, and he was hilarious. So, and we've seen Tim at the Tim and Eric shows several times since then. But we haven't seen Greg Turkington, so really looking forward to that. I got tickets as soon as I could today. I got in bed tonight to take a nap. I was up kind of early this morning. Thought I was going to sleep for 15 minutes. Fell asleep for 3 hours. So I got to get back to work with my things around here. Thanks for watching. That was the story of the cop who told me he loved me and touched my leg and said I was awesome. And what a huge fucking pain. I don't know what to think of that situation. It just felt like a weird, he was trying to mind fuck me somehow, and over nothing. Like, why me? I don't get it. Why? So like, subscribe, favorite, share the video with a friend, comment, support us on Patreon. I'm gonna have more videos with my mom soon. We're always trying to do more stuff. We got a little bit delayed on some things this week, including by my mom's oven going out, so that was a problem. But we're gonna have more for you soon. We're always pushing for more. We're striving for a whole lot more. So there you go. Now I'm gonna let my shoes keep drying off. You can see these are still wet a little bit. These soles right here, I'm trying to get in the light. I get this going again. It is a good technique for drying out your shoes. Just press the fan, get it going. I've got my shoes tilted up so the air goes inside.